welcome to part 7 of 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Just stop and think for a second. Last we left off, we actually have a puzzle to do, and I need to take a look at this, and I'm going to rely on my trusty tool that is called a phone to go ahead and take a picture of this shit. That way I don't have to constantly be backing out and, you know, all that good shit, so just give me a second to... There we go. Man, there's nothing like being a cheater. Oops. Okay, so... it's 51.3. Okay, so... basically, she's got to be 53. Oops. Wow. Just wow. Okay, that was honestly a little bit on the funny side. Hey John, look at the scale. Huh? The little on the scale. It opened. Oh, I get it. It must have opened because we matched John's weights to that on the chart. Got the Jupiter key. Does that mean we found a way out?
Hey, hold on.
Oh,
Looks
what's
like
up?
it.
Where's Clover?
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, god damn it. Where the hell did she go?
For the sake of adding more to the story, we're going to novel.
Okay, just hold on a minute.
Sure thing.
Junpei left Seven at the door and headed back into the operating room. He found her, standing next to the operating table. She was staring at the mannequin.
What's wrong? Come on, let's get out of here.
She didn't respond. If she hadn't been standing up and breathing, Junpei might have thought
What
she
are you
was
doing?
dead.
Did you want to come back here and say goodbye to John?
It wasn't the best joke, but it was something. Attempt to lighten the mood. Clover didn't laugh. She stood stock still and
Hey,
said
Clover,
nothing.
can you hear me?
Perhaps it was something he'd said, or perhaps it was something else. Suddenly her mouth moved and she whispered in a dry, dead
My
voice.
brother might be dead.
As callous as this is going to sound, that is definitely a very likely thing that could be.
Huh?
That's why we couldn't find him. If he's dead, I'm going to be next.
Suddenly, the operating room felt very, very cold.
What are you talking about? What's wrong with you?
He gave her a small shake, but she didn't respond. The silence grew heavier. What do you want to do?
Oh, yeah.
He didn't know why, but suddenly Junpei remembered something he'd been
It's
given
in
earlier.
my pocket somewhere. Here it is.
He reached into his pocket and dug it out.
A 4-leaf clover.
Santa had given it to him in the second classroom. He held it out for Clover.
Hey, did you know? Each leaf means something. Hope, faith, love, and luck. That's what a 4-leaf clover stands for. Take it. Use it as a good luck charm.
He pressed the 4-leaf clover
Listen
into
to
her
me,
hand.
Clover. No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck. Snake, I mean, your brother, He's not dead. He's alive, somewhere. I'm sure of it. You've just gotta believe in that.
Clover stared at the four-leaf clover in her hand. You could see tears start to form in the corners of her eyes.
Thank you.
Her voice was tiny and broken. As she spoke, she started to cry. She tried to hide her tears by looking at the floor, but it did little good. She wiped away tears with the baggy arms of her jacket, but more quickly took their place. No matter how she tried, she couldn't stop crying. Her tears made small wet circles on the floor.
Thank you.
She said it again. Then she looked up at Junpei and seemed to choke down the last of her grief. She did her best to smile. Junpei wiped the errant tear from her cheek with his thumb and gave her the best smile he could manage.
Seven's waiting for us at the exit.
Still, she
Wait,
didn't move.
before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
What's that?
What do you think when you hear the word experiment?
For a moment, his mind froze. When he came back to his senses, he realized the word meant nothing to him, aside from the dictionary definition.
What?
Oh, I guess it was just a coincidence then. I mean, that you knew about the four-leaf clover.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a jerk, but you are making less than no sense right now.
Oh, no. It's nothing. Just forget about it.
Oh, don't give me that. You really think I could just drop this? What is this experiment you were talking about?
Clover looked away. The four-leaf clover was still in her hand. She stirred. Man. Goddamn way to ruin a goddamn solemn, serious moment. She stared at it for a long time and then finally spoke.
Promise you won't tell anyone?
Cross my heart.
Really?
Really?
I can trust you, right?
Of course you can.
Clover slipped the four-leaf clover into her pocket. Her eyes still red from crying. She looked up at
Okay
Junpei.
then, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what happened on this ship 9 years ago.
Wait. On this ship?
Yeah, this ship.
He was entirely lost. He had 1,000 questions, but it was probably best he thought to save them until Clover was finished.
It was an experiment to test some sort of psychic thing, communicating through these fields that you can't see.
Okay, it's really starting to come together. Like, seriously, I'm starting to see the goddamn pattern.
Fields
and the
that you
answer.
can't see?
He heard something like them before.
Like, think about this.
She pointed at the operating table. On top of it was a somewhat mismatched medical mannequin whose parts had been swapped with
This
another
is
mannequin.
John, right? But is he really John?
Huh?
Well, technically we did make him Lucy. All Junpei could think was, she has completely lost
Isn't this like Locke's socks?
What?
Or the ship of Theseus?
Never heard of either of them. Junpei grew even more confused. He'd never heard either of those things, although they sounded smart.
You don't know? You haven't heard of those paradoxes?
No?
Junpei shook his head. Clover
Okay,
laughed.
well pay attention then. This is how Locke's socks works. Let's say I've got a pair of socks. They're my favorite socks. One of them gets a hole in it. What would you do if that was your sock, Junpei?
Well, considering how broke I stay, I'd probably wear it anyway, but... since the closest answer would be patch it
Well,
up.
I guess I'd patch it up, get some cloth, and close up the hole.
But what if another hole opens?
I'd add another patch, I suppose.
What if another hole opened after that?
Another patch?
Well, let's say you just keep adding new patches. Until eventually, the original cloth of the sock is totally gone. Once you get to that point, can you really say they're the same socks you started with?
Technically, no.
Well, that's tough.
Junpei crossed his
So,
arms.
that's the Lock Socks thing?
Yeah, the ship of Theseus is a lot like it. The ship of Theseus. If you keep fixing the damaged parts of a ship, eventually it ends up with none of the parts it started with. Can you really say that ship is the same one you started with? And what if you took all the old parts from the first ship and built another one somewhere else? Then which ship is the real ship of Theseus? The one you repaired, or the one you built with all the original parts?
It was an interesting question. Clover could see Junpei was intrigued.
Hey, do you think it's the same?
What's the same?
These guys. Is this John, or is it Lucy now?
Junpei looked at the operating table again. The mannequin full of body parts with a different body. Clover had been right. It was just like the Lock Socks and ship of Theseus. The part of the body that holds a person's identity is the head. Of course, for many hundreds of years, conventional wisdom has held that a man's identity resides in his heart, in his heart, or any of a number of internal organs. And here, they had
John's
both.
head and heart are both his, but apart from those and a single arm, the rest of his body was once Lucy's.
Was the mannequin really John?
We're just like these mannequins.
She looked at
Think
Junpei
about
again.
it. The cells in our body change every day. Old ones die and new ones are born. Maybe part of my arm is made of stuff from a fish I ate once. Or maybe part of your right side is made from a cow you ate. If you take it a little further, those cows and fishes are made from something else too, right? That's how we're all connected. Through fields that can't be seen with the naked eye.
The silence was broke by Seven.
Hey, what the hell is taking you two so long?
Seven's head appeared into the doorway. He was not
How long
happy.
are you gonna make me wait? We don't have time to screw around.
Junpei and Clover looked at each other. Clover looked at Junpei as if to say that there was more she wanted to tell him. She shook her head. Whatever she had to tell him, she didn't want to tell him in front of Seven. Seven seemed to catch on.
What were you two doing? Was this some sort of secret meeting?
No, it wasn't. We were just
Just...
playing with the mannequins.
Huh?
Let's go, Junpei.
Moving a little bit too fast to be entirely innocent, Clover headed toward the exit. Seven stared after her, then turned to Junpei with a amused
Playing with
expression.
mannequins, huh?
Oh, God.
Didn't know you were into that kind of thing, Junpei.
You're a dick.
With a short laugh, Seven followed. They stood in front of the door. Junpei took out the Jupiter key.
All right, I'm gonna open it now. Is that cool?
You don't need to keep asking, just do it, all right?
Fine then.
He slid the key into the keyhole and turned it. He felt it unlock. The door opened with a soft, melancholy creak.
All right, let's get going.
Hey, man, what's up with you? You're so serious, you know? Can't you sound more happy, get a little excited?
Not really.
My brother might be dead. I'm going to be next.
Like hell I can. Not after hearing something like that.
There too, huh? Every door in this place is locked up tight.
How about that one?
May as well give it a try.
Jumpy!
Huh?
June!
June? And Santa? And Lotus too!
Oh. Fucking Lotus.
Whoa! What the hell is this?
What are you doing here?
What? But we didn't...
Hey, guys! Could you come take a look at this? Look on the wall here.
A map of the ship's interior?
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7 and door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. And that's how the nonary game works.
I see. Wait a sec. Hey, could this lead to...
Oh,
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, you fuck.
We may as well go.
yeah.
Oh, almost forgot. We should keep this.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
I sure as hell wouldn't. I don't know if that's gonna act as a numbered door.
I knew it. We're back.
God.
In the hospital room.
I see. I believe I understand what you're saying. The 6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8.
I thought you killed yourself.
You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory,
How the hell do you know
and
that?
then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors. At any rate, I feel a bit silly for my little show of altruism. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Well, we saw each other again and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough. Anyway, I say we get out of this creepy old place. We found the key we need.
The key?
Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room. Right, Junpei?
Yeah.
Oh, the solar system keys. Actually, we found one in the laboratory too. Here,
The Earth
key. I might lose it. It's probably better if you hold on to it. That way it won't be my fault if it gets lost.
Yeah. On it.
Now we have 3 keys that we haven't used yet.
Yeah. The Jupiter key that we found in the operating room. The Saturn key card we found in the kitchen. And the Earth key Lotus just gave me.
The Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long, straight hallway, right?
Yeah. If the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase. Then, next to the stairs,
Wait! What about door 3?
look, you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. It just lead us back to the big hospital room. There's no point to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
There is a point. At least there is for me.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. Snake might be on the other side of door 3.
Very well. I'll be coming with you then. I've had a nice long rest. I think it's time I was up and about again. So 7, you'll help me, won't you?
Huh? Me? Damn. Well, I guess that's how it's gotta be. So I'm going with you, huh?
Yes, you are.
All right, let's get moving. Okay, we're heading out.
Be careful.
Whoa. Didn't think I'd be hearing that from you, Lotus.
Don't let it go to your head. I'd be in trouble if the 3 of you bought it. The rest of us can't open the 9 door.
Ah, the truth comes out.
Okay, we're off.
All right, we should get moving too.
Huh?
Get moving.
Where are we going?
Well, it would be a waste of time to just sit around, wouldn't it? Let me explain.
Oh, I get it. We're gonna see if we can get anywhere interesting with the Jupiter key.
Yes. If we're lucky, we might find Snake.
And here's the Jupiter symbol on the keyhole.
All right, Junpei, open it if you please.
Yeah, on it.
Great, back to the beginning. You sure this is a good idea?
What do you mean?
Well, we already searched every inch of this room, didn't we? I'm asking you if there's any reason we came back here.
Of course there's a
Of
reason.
course there's a reason. And sometimes I can't tell if you're smart or just lucky.
Huh?
This.
The Saturn key card. And the Earth key? I'm lost.
Don't you remember, Santa? On C deck, where we are now, there was a big elevator behind the stairs, remember? And next to the elevator, there was a card reader with the Saturn symbol on it. And on A deck, on the door to the left, there was a keyhole with the Earth symbol on it, I think. So the two keys that Jumpy has?
Should let us use the elevator and the door on A deck. Huh.
And with, I'm thinking the elevator's just going to save us time.
Yes, that's right.
Than, walking upstairs.
All right, I got it. Let's get started then. What do you say we split into 2 teams? Lotus and I will search the Earth one, so you 2 can search Saturn, all right?
Sounds good. Then you guys should take this key. We have no idea what's on the other side of these, so don't go too far. Just search for 10 minutes and come back.
There's a card reader next to the left elevator.
Then let's try out the Saturn key card. Great! It looks like it's working now.
All right. Now, how do I call the elevator? Oh, it only has the upside-down triangle on it.
I guess there's no up button. Well, we may as well try pushing this one.
It seems like a bad idea.
It opened! Look, Jumpy!
Yeah.
Sweet! It opened! Let's get going.
Wait!
I don't trust
What?
I'm not really, I just, oh gosh.
June's probably afraid of. I don't think it's that, and I don't think it's that. I'm honestly... Hang on a second, let me...
Come to think of it, the lower floor, D deck, is completely underwater. An elevator heading to a submerged floor. That is pretty scary. Hey, wait a minute. This elevator came up from somewhere under us, right?
Well, yes, I guess. It didn't open right away after you pressed the button. There was a motor noise, like it was moving, and then it opened.
Well, it could have been coming
Yeah,
from up.
exactly.
Yes.
So, take a look inside. It's not wet at all, is it? The walls and even the floor are totally dry.
Oh, you're right. They are.
Well, let's test it.
Test it.
Yeah, watch this. Now, I'll just put one foot inside the elevator and look over at the button. Oh, there's only 2, E and C. All right, I'll push E.
Well, I'm betting if D-Deck
I think I can hear it opening on E deck.
Okay, that's done. Now I'll just press the button again.
Still dry.
Yep, not a single drop of water to be seen. See?
What does that mean? How can E deck be safe if the D deck is full of water?
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, here's what I think. The elevator shaft and E deck must be watertight and separated from wherever the ship's been punctured. Here, let me show you.
I see. So is that why the ship hasn't sunk? The shape of the inside keeps it all from filling with water?
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. So I'm gonna go down and check it out. You stay here, all right?
But...
Come on, just do it, all right?
I'm coming with you!
Huh? Hey, wait!
Well, I hope you're right about this, because otherwise they're both...
Crap,
we're both
it
fucked.
closed!
I can't just let you go alone, you know.
Ah, jeez. It looks normal. Oh, knock it off. It's just like I thought. This part hasn't flooded. Come on, just look around. There's no water here.
You're right. It's not flooded at all.
See?
But there's a whole lot of water.
Yeah, right on top of us.
What's gonna happen if the ceiling breaks?
We're fucked.
We'd probably die.
Oh, no. Don't be so casual about something like that.
At any rate, we should probably go back as soon as we can, once we're done looking around down here. Lotus and Santa might already be back.
Okay, good idea.
Now then. Iron bars. Well, we can't go over there.
Right.
Then maybe...
Well, it looks like there's a long straight hallway down this way.
With a 6.
Something's written on the door at the end. Wait, is that...
Let's check.
Door.
I knew it!
This is a numbered door. But we can't do anything with only the two of us.
We better head back and let everyone know.
Yes.
Wait, what's this? Is this the map for Edek? I should take it with me. Huh, so you guys found door 1. So now we've located 2 new doors. The 6th door and the 1 door.
You know, it is interesting that Edek wasn't flooded.
Well, we don't really know if all of Edek is safe. We only checked the area around the elevator.
Yeah, even so, it's still very interesting.
I was like, let me check the flowchart. Yep, that's what I thought. Hopefully I will make the choice that leads me down this one, and hopefully I'll get this choice here. What I'm thinking is, you know, bad, good, and normal. And then there's, you know, then there's 2 sprouting paths on both.
You said the 6th door was
and,
there, right?
You know, good ending.
Yes.
Then that means Zero planned all this out, even the sinking. That would have meant some pretty serious remodeling of the ship's interior.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
Yeah. I wonder how long it took. I can't even imagine how much it must have cost.
It would have been a ton, that's for sure.
Well, that does go along with what Ace was saying. The most reasonable explanation would be that this was done by some organization with access to a whole lot of cash.
Yes, it does make sense.
Or someone who's rich with a whole lot of time on their hands.
Yeah?
I don't think it's a very good idea to stay here.
Yeah, you're right. Ace and his team might be back already.
Well, Junpei and I should be able to open door 1.
Huh? You guys leaving me behind?
Just kidding. All right, let's go.
Hey! Where the hell did you guys go?
7? What's wrong? What happened?
What the hell kind of question is that? Snake is...
Oh.
Snake is dead. He died, just as the 9th man did.
Oh my god. That's not true, is it?
We should make sure.
Yeah, right. We should.
Wait, not that way.
What? Why not?
I stuck a screwdriver in there to keep the door from closing all the way. It's not locked, so you can go in that way.
Where is,
The shower room. The left side of the hallway. I put a broom in there too to keep the door open.
That means we can get in without going through the numbered door, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, who's to say that's going to count as
then
cheating?
let's go.
Or who's to
This
say that's
wasn't
not going
open
to
when we
count as
passed here
cheating?
before. Well, let's keep going.
Oh, it smells horrible.
Well, that would be his innards.
Ugh, yeah, this is pretty awful. I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Where is he? There. June, you should stay here.
But
Please, just do me a favor, okay? I'm going in.
Just like Ace said. Just like the 9th man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
What did you expect?
It's definitely an open fracture.
God, these people are
Oh, the
idiots.
face. It's horrible.
Yeah, can't even tell who it is.
But the clothes are...
No mistake about it. It's Snake.
Wait a minute. If the bomb was in his gut, how do y'all know for sure? Because, okay, something seriously weird is going on. And I should have turned it to novel mode, because it would have gave me more details.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the Ninth Man was. It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it, alone, and waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door, and then 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Yeah, that means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Then that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Well, the prime suspects would be me, June, Lotus, and Santa. Well, no. It would be all of us, but 2 killers. Me and June were the only one that stayed in a group, so...
Yeah, that means anybody could be a killer.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? How can you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
Well, not just one of us.
2.
If I'm right, then at least 2 of us are murderers.
Why don't you calm down a bit, Seven? What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants, you know?
What Zero wants?
Exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it? Any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers. Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes, that is why we can't let ourselves fall prey to suspicion. We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship. Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes, almost certainly Zero himself. If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero. He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well?
Good question.
Junpei hadn't really considered
If Zero
that.
killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
Was Zero still on the ship with them? I'm saving. Was Zero still on the ship with them? Well, there is no way to be sure. Unless we knew this, like, as an absolute fact. And none of us have seen Zero on the ship with us. But that would also go with who fixed the Reds. No, maybe Snake was unlucky and wandered in on Zero, and Zero... I don't know. Of course, there's also my other theory, but I'm not sharing that one. guess I'm not entirely sure. I still need to work out the plot holes on that one, but it would make more sense if he wasn't, but given what we already know, I think, yeah, he is. Of course he was. That was
But
obvious.
I don't...
Zero was somewhere on the ship, but Junpei had no idea where. Junpei mumbled himself, lost in thought.
Where could Zero be hiding?
Suddenly, everyone went very quiet. The silence was cold and clammy, and Junpei could feel it crawling across his back and around his throat. Again, he heard the ghosting moan. Moments later, a person who looked more ghost than human appeared. It was Clover. She looked at the floor as she spoke, and her voice was a cold monotone.
I think Zero is one of us.
Every human body in the room froze. The only sound was a muffled rustling of breath. Eyes darted from face to face. One of those was the face of their jailer. But who? Was he one of them? Well, it is possible, but... I already saved, so, I mean, all I'd have to do... I don't really think I need to save it again, just for this one. Honestly, well, no. Fuck, I don't know. I really don't. If I start being skeptical of everyone else, what's my chance of survival?
That's crazy. Isn't this ship going to sink in a few hours? If Zero was here with us, he'd be putting himself in danger. Why the hell would he do something like that? There's no motive.
Clover looked up at Junpei. Her face fell.
Don't believe me.
I didn't say that. Her eyes were so pitiful. The moment Junpei met them, he felt his heart tighten. He didn't think what he said was wrong, but perhaps the way he'd said it he'd been too insensitive. Clover had just lost her brother. His death would have been bad enough, but she'd also seen the blasted wreck of his body. Junpei barely knew him, and the sight had been enough to make him sick. What Clover had felt, he couldn't begin to imagine. And the mental state she must have been in, it was understandable that she would look at those around her with suspicion. She felt everyone was against her. The least Junpei could have done was try to understand what she was feeling. He felt ashamed of what he said. Perhaps he thought I should apologize, but before an apology
Clover,
could begin...
Clover, I understand what you're feeling. You don't feel that you can trust any of us.
Ace had beaten Junpei to the punch. As he spoke to Clover, his face was
But you
calm and
have
friendly.
to understand. The more we distrust one another, the further we fall into our true foe's trap. Zero was the one who did those horrible things to your brother. Do you want to let yourself be manipulated by someone who would do such a horrible thing?
Clover didn't answer. She didn't even look at Ace. The whole time her eyes were on Junpei. He could feel Clover's eyes boring into him. They were the color of a deep winter's lake. Junpei saw no suspicion in them, only sadness. Then in that horrible silence, 3 hours. It was the clock for the central staircase.
It's 3 in the morning.
That means we have 3 hours left.
Then we need to move now. 7. Clover, I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now it's important we trust one another, don't you?
Clover and 7 remained silent. Their eyes were looking at something somewhere else, very far away.
We must go. We have very little time left.
Ace's Worst put their feet to moving. They all knew where they were
Our
going.
next destination is Mercury.
But maybe you and June should check it out first and then report back to us.
Oh, so you're throwing me and her under the
All right,
bus.
let's go, June.
You know, I feel I should check the flowchart now. Nope. Okay, so it's still this one. Wait, what? What did I do? Time out. Time the fuck out. What did I do? No, 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 no. What the hell? Really? Well, I guess I am. Fucking. Yeah, we're. Continue. Oops. I didn't know you could do that.
Good question.
How do I skip?
Is...
Oh, damn it. Ah,
I see. The 6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8.
God damn it. Oh, god damn it. Alright, you know what? I will end the fucking video here, and then whenever I get back to where I was, you know, I'll...
If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
Yes.
But I don't...
God damn it.
Where could Zero be hiding?
I wish there was a goddamn skip.
I think I'm one of us.
You know what? If you like the video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. You know, everything you get the message. You know, thank you. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.